What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Cummcast, episode number
26? We need to start remembering the numbers. I think it's 26.
I don't know. Anyway, welcome back, guys. Another episode of the Cummcast. Thanks for tuning in this week. Another shirtless podcast. I'm Ryan, your host today.
Does it always have to be a shirtless podcast with you?
It's my house and I can fucking do what I want.
Ever wear a shirt?
I don't know. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. I'm Ryan, your host, and with me, Cody is also here, as you can tell.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you all had a good week. This week's beer of the week is the Oktoberfest by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. For the past 5 years, this California and North Carolina-based brewery has created this iconic Oktoberfest beer, which changes every single year. This year's Oktoberfest beer is a Marzen style, toasty, bready, smooth, and amber colored. This beer is also slightly stronger than a Fest beer, which I have no idea what a Fest beer is.
I don't either. I'm guessing there's like all different types of fall Oktoberfest beers.
It has a 6% ABV and is a great taste for this wonderful month we're in. Our birthday month. It's a good month for the Libras. Let me tell you.
Yeah, fucking cold so far.
Yeah, it's very cold here in Indiana so far. Well, it's not too cold, but it's starting to get there. Anyway, Oktoberfest beer by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Good beer. Good month to have it in. German roots. Let's start the episode.
And it's episode number 26, by the way.
Yeah, I knew it was 26.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there on the internet? I'm in your ear holes right now. In your, what do they call them? Your ear pussies.
We are coming in your ear pussies in the Cummcast.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody had a good week this week. It's been a little bit chilly getting that fall weather in. It feels like fucking winter because it was like 39 last night. Got down to like 39, but I'm not bitching because I think... Was it Montana or something? They got like 1.5 feet of snow 2 weeks ago or something like that last week.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Montana.
I think it was Montana.
Yeah, it was Montana. I can't remember. They had like a small blizzard, I think.
Well, it was like they did it's not martial law, but a winter advisory or whatever you want to call it.
Martial law?
Yeah. But I don't know what, that's like the government, but they did like a safety thing where nobody was supposed to leave the house or whatever.
They got hit by almost 4 feet of snow.
Huh.
40 inches of snow in Montana.
That's
not 40 inches, sorry. Almost 4 feet of snow. That was September. That was the 30th of September.
That's crazy. I don't think we've ever got 40 inches of snow.
The city of Great Falls, Montana saw 9.6 inches of snow on Sunday the 29th, and then it just continued into the 30th. Yeah, so Montana a total of up to 4 feet.
That's crazy.
Unpredicted winter storm. So I've always wanted to see Montana, but fuck that snow.
Huh, yeah.
No way.
Well, it's like, I don't know about Montana. I like it because you can be by yourself, basically. It's, half an hour from house to house to house when you get up in the mountains and stuff like that. And not in, like, cities.
Oh, is it really half an hour from each house?
Well, I don't know. It's, what do you call it? An example or whatever. Okay. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of open room and there's a lot of wilderness and stuff like that. And it's not
It is the wilderness.
Well, I mean, there's not... look at the population. There's not very many people that live in Montana. Don't
say there's not that many people that live in Montana if you don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's not like compared to maybe Michigan or something like that.
Montana population
1.7 million.
1.7 million.
Montana, and they're like
okay, so it's a vast area open space. So
and there's like a million people that live in Los Angeles or something. Look that up.
There's a lot of people in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California, 4 million.
There's 4 million.
So there's 3 times.
There's more than that now because this is a census from 2017.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, LA has grown drastically.
See, I told you. I'm not bullshitting all the time. But
fuck LA, San Francisco's only got 884,000. I'm going there.
it's also tiny. San Francisco's not very big. It's just a little tiny city.
But yeah, so 1.7, it didn't say 1.7 million, it said 1.07 million population. So
why don't you just leave it at 1 million?
I don't know.
You can't even round
up.
So
for Montana, it's a vast space, and there's only 1 million.
And those are just the people who took the census.
If you get 4 feet of snow in September, I'm not moving there.
Which those are just
save that for the mountain.
That's just the people who actually took the census.
That shit's for the bears, not the birds, because there's bears in Montana. Yeah, the bears.
Anyway, so how's everybody been doing this week? I've been okay. Nothing much has changed. I don't know. What have you been up to, Cody?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just working. Doing the stand-up, open mics. Trying to stay healthy. Just the daily thing to stay. Okay, I'm not gonna. So the daily grind or what is it? Habit of staying healthy gets really hard around this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Really hard. Like September, October, November, December. Because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Fall is my favorite time of the year. And all people want to do is just eat this meaty, just hearty food. And you want to eat it all the time. I don't know what it is. People just think food makes them warm.
Well, there's nothing to do. I mean, it's cold out. You can't do anything.
No, it sucks too. I mean, all you got to do is eat and watch movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets really hard around this time for me. I usually gain weight, but I don't pay attention to it a lot. I used to get bent out of shape when I would gain weight, and I'd feel good that I didn't gain anything over the holidays. But now I just don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'll lose it.
Because you've lost so much, you can lose it back.
I'll lose it. But yeah, we went out to dinner last night to this Cajun restaurant.
Yeah, to a place we've never been to.
Yeah, to this Cajun restaurant in town, and it was fantastic, and I stuffed my face.
Yeah.
And I stuffed my face at a Mexican place by my apartment the night before, so I've ate for the past 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'm about to eat again tonight.
Weren't we at like Mom's and you're just like, I gained like, what'd you say you did?
I just said I gained a little weight.
Yeah, so I gained a little weight, and I was like, yeah, because you live right fucking next door to the best Mexican restaurant in town.
I do. I live right next door to the most authentic Mexican place.
And Mom's like, you live right across the street from the best Mexican restaurant? And he's like, yeah. He's like, what are you talking about? And you're like, I drove there.
She said, why haven't we gone? I said, I don't know. I was like, you guys never come see me.
It's pretty funny.
So, yeah, I gained a little bit away from that, but it's not because I live next to a Mexican place. I've just been slacking, and it's just getting really hard because I just like to eat this time of year. I don't know. I like to eat, and I like to drink beer. There's something about fall time is just drinking and
everything slows down because
eating.
In the month of October, it's not, everybody's still working, but, you get to November, and Thanksgiving's that third week in November, right? So everybody just, like, from that on, the whole month of December, everybody is just, like, half-assing everything. And then once January 2nd hits when they come back to work, then it's back to business. But then also every factory workers like us, we also get our PTO. So
in Indiana, everybody slows down until about May.
Well, that's like banks and everything. I mean, they're basically closed like the whole month of December. That like the last 2 weeks or something like that. I think they're usually closed.
What?
Aren't they?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. All I'm saying is everybody slows down that whole month of December, and nothing ever gets done.
What about banks being closed?
I don't know. I thought banks close like early in December, don't they?
I don't fucking know.
Quit acting like I'm.
Do I look like I'm a bank manager?
I don't know.
Holy shit! Yeah, banks closed.
I'm just talking to you. It's just a question.
Crystal meth is good for you.
Bite my head off.
Crystal meth is good for you, didn't you know?
What does that have? What does that have to do with anything?
It's just bullshit. That's what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Yeah, so banks close and Cheerios are good for your teeth.
No, you've been saying shit about Cheerios all fucking morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what I said earlier. Cheerios are I can't remember.
You were talking to Bo.
Yeah, I was talking to fucking the dog.
You're like, Bo likes Cheerios. Bo, he'll eat Cheerios more than he eats shit or something like that. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
I don't know.
Half the shit I don't pay attention to because you don't make any sense.
But in Indiana, everybody pretty much slows down until about May when it starts to warm up, because up to about April in Indiana, you get that last kick in the ass from winter. And it just, this winter is kind of, it's actually, I guess you could call it fall. It's coming on pretty fast. It got pretty cold this past week.
I don't know. I think Farmer's Almanac says it's supposed to be a harsh winter, but then...
No. Farmer's Almanac said it's going to be a mild winter.
Well, the persimmon test or whatever they do said it was going to be a mild winter.
They have a persimmon test?
Well, yeah, they cut like a persimmon open, like before they're ripe or something like that. And if it's like clear, it's, going to be a mild winter. Or if it's like milky, it's going to be a harsh winter or something like that. But yeah, it's just persimmon weather test prediction or whatever.
That's like in ancient Greek times, they kill that bird and they, from the placement of its organs, they tell what the weather's going to be. Why don't they do that now?
Right here. So according to folklore, if you crack open a persimmon seed from a ripe fruit and look at the shape inside, called a blah blah blah, it can forecast the winter weather. Whatever that means. So a fork shape equals winter is going to be mild. A knife shape, winter will be, what's that say?
Bitingly cold.
Bitingly cold. I've never seen that word in my fucking life.
That cuts like a knife. In quotations.
I guess.
Yeah, why don't they just do like ancient Greek times where they killed a bird and then the placement of their organs, they would like dig in their organs with like a fork and spoon and shit. And then the placement of their organs would be like how much rain they got that year.
They threw pieces of bones down.
Yeah,
it's like the movie Willow. He's like, let's see what the bones have to say. And then he just throws them on the ground. He's like, the bones tell me nothing. And he's like, are they supposed to? He's like, they're bones. The bones tell me nothing because they're fucking bones. You just make up your mind. That's what people did. They just bullshit their way into, through their entire lives and just did that back in the day. Because selling snake oil pills and all that shit. That's what they did.
The number one thing that was in those snake oil pills was heroin. Yeah. That's why it made you feel good. There was heroin in it.
Well, I can't remember.
Heroin and alcohol.
I was listening to some podcast. Maybe it was Lore or something like that. And he was talking about, it was either that or some other one. But they were talking about, somebody would sell some facial mask. I think it was Lore. Some facial mask cream that would slow down the aging process. But the key ingredient was like arsenic or something like that.
Perfect.
So
rub arsenic on your face. You'll live forever.
Yeah, but you were talking about movies earlier. I was going through and I was like, what? I need to go see some movie because I didn't really have any plans this weekend and I didn't go.
And you have no hobbies.
So. That's true. But I was looking up and, the Joker just came out and I've been listening to some podcasts and they talk about it and stuff like that. And they were saying how some people think it's good, some people think it's bad, but I don't know. I honestly, when I saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be good because it just looks good. And Joaquin Phoenix is awesome. His performance in the Johnny Cash movie. But I guess some people were expecting it to be funny, but I guess it's just downright depressing and sad and all that stuff because it's like his origin story. But I don't know. But I want to go see it. And people have been talking shit about it and giving it bad reviews. And then I did see, we were talking about this last night, they animated the Addams Family. So it's like an animated movie now of the Addams Family. And it's kind of like, I watched the trailer and it's like, kind of like Despicable Me with Hotel Transylvania. And I thought it looked pretty funny. And they made what's his name? Who's the dad? What's his name? In Addams Family? Gomez? They made him fat.
I have no idea what his name is.
It's Gomez. But they made him...
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actor's name. I have no idea what his name is. I think he's dead now, though.
Yeah, he died a long time ago. But they made him fat in this movie. Or like, he looks like a cylinder.
Yeah.
Like a Pringles can.
That's what you need to start doing. We need to have Ryan's weekly movie review as a segment on the podcast.
I could.
It'll give you something to fucking do.
Like instead of like a would you rather.
Like you will actually have something to do. You can have something to contribute to the podcast.
I don't know. I'm just that's just
boring.
That's just like when the Joker movie came out. That's just like last time in Florida, it was like the opening weekend of The Dark Knight or whatever, and then that guy shut up the theaters, and then I guess this year they were telling all the, all these people to be careful because, it happened last, movie with the Joker or whatever, so I guess they were worried about it this time again, but I don't think anything happened. I haven't heard about anything.
How many people do you think brought their guns to the movie theater?
I don't know. That's what makes me scared to go, is just somebody walking in there, so
that's why I go on a Sunday. And there's
like half price movies.
There's nobody there
at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I go. No, not even 11 o'clock in the morning. I go at like 1 or 2, and there's like 5 people there.
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to get a death count of 5?
I don't know.
I mean, honestly.
But they go like on the midnight showings is when they do it. But them fucking stupid ass incel people.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to have a Ryan's weekly movie review. It'll give you something to do. See, when we went out last night for dinner, you were going to stay home, and then I told you to get your ass out so we can go eat something.
Stay home.
Yeah, you were wanting to stay here. You didn't want to go out.
No, I was just. Well, I thought we were going to come here and then cook dinner, and then you're like, "Well, we could go out," and I was like, "Well, we can do that."
Yeah, I'm trying to get you out of the house.
Well, that restaurant was pretty good, but it took fucking forever. Well, I think we were there for 2 hours. 2 hours, and it took like an hour to get our food.
Which is fine, honestly. Give time for food to digest. See, just talk a little bit.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with conversation at the dinner table. I think we're the loudest people in the restaurant, though. Because I could see because I was facing...
Well, the 2 old ladies beside us weren't too happy because we were like, fuck this and fuck that!
I had my back to the wall so I could look out, and the guy behind you was just staring at us for some reason towards the end of the night, and we weren't even talking anymore. He was just staring at us. I don't know. I think everybody's staring. I think there was a little too many F words thrown around a family restaurant. I don't know. But there was no kids there.
But it was also loud in there, so...
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Maybe we should say the F word a little less. I don't know. I like the F word. The F word is my favorite.
It's just a word.
That and twat. I love saying twat.
Women can breastfeed in public now. Why can't I say fuck?
They've always been able to.
People could like get them in trouble or something, or say, but now they made it fully legal where you can't even question.
Right. Well, I know a guy. His wife was breastfeeding in the car.
Yeah.
In the parking lot of Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A, is a really religious establishment. And some lady went in there and complained that there was a lady breastfeeding in the car in the parking lot. She just like it's none of her business. Just walked by and just stared at this guy's wife. Mm-hmm. This guy knows wife, and she's breastfeeding her child. You can't even see her tit. I mean, but she went there and complained, and she got banned from going to that Chick-fil-A. And then her, my buddy, and their kids.
Which is weird because Chick-fil-A is super religious.
Right, religious, but see, breastfeeding in public is a religious thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like it's not.
Also, the lady who told got in trouble.
Yes, the lady who told got in trouble. She got banned.
Yeah.
And then my buddy and his wife and the kids, my buddy's wife is the one who was breastfeeding.
Yeah.
They got all like free meals and like gift certificates for like their next visit or some shit.
Well, I mean, I get it. You shouldn't be like popping. I don't think you should be popping your titty out, in public with like little kids in a park or something like that. Have like a cover or something. But I don't think you should be running around, or breastfeeding your kid with your titty out in public. Maybe have like a thing that you can put over or a blanket or something.
Well, they make those shawl things. That
I
you
know.
Put over.
But it's just like I don't think you should. Have your boobie out, feeding your kid in
There's
public.
nothing wrong with it. It's a natural thing.
Yeah, it's a natural thing. I'm not saying that. I think you should be able to
if you want to flop your tit out, that's your thing. That's your prerogative.
At least get dollars for it. I mean,
if you want to flop your tit out to breastfeed your child, that's your prerogative. Go right ahead.
And I don't have a problem with it because, we have friends that breastfeed and all that stuff, and they'll do it in front of us, but they'll have like a cover on and like a table set up and all this shit.
Right.
And I don't have a problem with it. Like if I was with somebody and they did it, at a restaurant or something or whatever, I wouldn't care, but maybe have like a cover or a blanket. That I'm off that because I don't want to make anybody mad.
Let's move on from the the sucking of boobs.
We talked about it last week about how it was our birthday weekend and we went and got pizza and all that shit. I was talking about it at work. Somebody was talking about pizza at work. And they're like, "Oh, I went over here. Like pizza wasn't very good." And I was like, "Hey, if you went to Rockets over here, by the Bluebird downtown," and he's like, no, I haven't. I said, you need to go there. He's like, me and Cody went there last weekend. He's like, it was good. And I was like, well, we were hammered. I said, yeah, we ran across the street.
That's when it's the best.
And went in there. And I said, Cody was shit-faced. I was okay. And then Cody's just like, there was like a half-inch threshold. And you just see Cody just wham and just fall right on his face walking in this pizza place. And they all started laughing. And I was like, yeah, it was ridiculous. He fell right on his face. It's a good thing there was nobody in there. And then he gets up and he turns around. And he's like, what the fuck did you push me for? Like, do you remember doing that?
No. I remember falling. I don't remember asking you why you pushed me.
You stood up and you're like, you pushed me. And I was like, I didn't fucking touch you, dude. But I'm pretty sure I've done that to you too. What'd you push me for? I remember that because I drank like half a bottle of vodka here one time. Remember that when you still live here with me?
Oh, yeah.
And I was walking through the hallway. Yeah. I was walking through the hallway and you were coming the other way. And then we bumped into each other and I fell down on my fucking ass and I was like, what'd you push me for? You're like, I didn't fucking push you. That's our first defense whenever we fall down drunk. What'd you push me for?
Yeah, man. That's how it goes. You gotta play the blame game. You gotta play the blame game.
But we were talking about that work. I thought it was pretty funny. Everybody was laughing. Cause you don't fall down that often.
Yes, I do. Okay, no, I don't. I thought I did.
Like fall down drunk. But of course you don't drink that much anymore. But I don't know. And then I took Bo to the vet yesterday.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, I hate going there.
Very interesting.
I hate going there because he hates going there. He won't, as soon as like he hits the ground, he tries to get back up in the truck because he knows where he's at. And I just picked him up like a fucking loaf of bread and I just carried him like a baby, opened the door, and all them ladies were staring at me laughing. I was like, he's such a big baby. And I set him down and she's like, okay, well, let's, get him on the scale or whatever. So I, kind of try to push him, but he will not fucking move at all. He always wants to go back out the door. I pick him up, put him on the scale. He weighs 62 pounds. He's gained a shitload of weight for being a little bitty dog.
He's gained 7 pounds.
Yeah. But he's also getting old. So
what do you feed him? Shit?
No. His regular stuff a day.
His garbage? How many treats do you give him?
None. I don't give him any. Probably Dad when he lets him out.
Yeah, well, he's gained 7 pounds in 6 months.
I don't know.
He's gained... Total in the past year, he's gained 12 pounds.
But they also gain a lot of weight when they get old. He's, what, 6?
Almost. He's only 8. How in the past year does he... Okay, no, he's 13. He's gained 13 pounds in the past year.
Well, he was still a puppy back then.
No, he wasn't.
No, he weighed like 50, then 52, then 55, then 58, then he went back down to 55, and then 60, now he's at 62. It's all with age. He gets bigger. When he was a puppy, he's bigger than when he was a puppy, so you gotta account for that too. And
he's just getting fat.
But dogs also gain weight when they get old. So, yeah, but I took him there and they call it a party hat. You gotta put that fucking muzzle on him because he does not like them people at all. And
he's part pit bull, and he's not violent. He's not violent at all. He's a big baby. But when he gets cornered, and dogs are fucking descendant of wolves, and when you corner an animal like that, it's not good.
Well, every fucking time he goes in there, he gets poked with something. So wouldn't you be a piece of shit little douchebag if every time you went some random place you got stabbed with a needle?
Right, but he's part pit bull, but we've raised him fine. And he's a big baby. He wouldn't hurt anybody. It's just when he's in a place he doesn't like, he can tend to get a little aggravated.
Oh no, he's fine. It's just whenever I put him up on the examination table or whatever, and then I put that hat on him, and then he's okay. But then I'm there holding him. Another nurse is like petting him around him. Then the other one that has the needle comes up, and it's just everybody starts surrounding him, and then he gets pissed.
And then he sheds real bad, he sheds like a porcupine.
It's ridiculous.
Like a porcupine releases its needles, he just sheds.
And he looks like he's been up for like 6 days because his fucking eyes get all bloodshot red and his nose turns red.
Just
and
straight adrenaline.
Yeah.
To be honest.
He did better this time. He's not getting used to it, but he didn't fight like he did. He showed his teeth a little bit and that was it. But yeah, that we were there for 10 minutes and $132 down the fucking drain. It's ridiculous. I mean, it has to be done, but it's a little expensive. And then I came home and cleaned the house, and that was my Saturday. So, what you been up to, sir?
Oh, you just asked me that.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you asked me how my week was.
Oh, okay. What'd you say?
Jesus, you don't remember?
No.
Holy shit.
You were supposed to go deer hunting this morning. You didn't go.
Yeah, I was supposed to go deer hunting. I didn't go. I don't know. I procrastinate sometimes when I go, and I really love hunting. I really do. But sometimes people procrastinate. Okay? Mm-hmm. We do. A lot of times people are hypocrites. It's a natural thing to be a hypocrite. So, yeah, sometimes I just procrastinate, and I just want to put meat in my freezer and, just provide for myself for this year, because I love the fact of that, providing for yourself, and I love hunting, and I love getting out in the woods. But yeah, this weekend was a little bit of today was a little bit of procrastination, but next week I'll get back to it. I need to get out there. I love doing it, and when you love doing something, it's kind of weird to procrastinate about it and be hypocritical, but sometimes we do. I mean, sometimes we got if I've worked a lot of hours this week, and I just needed a weekend to myself, and I just felt like being a little lazy. To be honest with you, there's no shame in it. As long as you can get back to it, as long as you get back to your week, regular flow, there's no shame in being a little lazy sometimes, people. I mean, some people would say that you gotta go hard 100% of the time, but I can't do that. I can't live like that. Sometimes I just like sitting on my ass. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to sit on my ass all day, to be honest with you. I know I don't actually do it all day, but sometimes I'd like to, be honest. Actually, if I sit down a lot, my ass starts to hurt.
I think I do it more than I should.
I think you do too.
Well, okay. So we might as well passing judgment here.
So the podcast might as well profit off of it, and you watch a movie every week.
Okay.
That'll work. So next week, you better have a fucking movie.
Well, I'm not profiting off anything, spending money when I don't make anything off of it.
No, we're just profiting in news and profiting off of your movie reviews, since you're so fudging boring that fucking boring that we just gotta come up with something for you to do.
Well, I'm trying to think if I've watched any new movies. I don't think I did. Me and Mom watched.
Let's make one for next week.
Well, I did watch one with Mom. I watched The Raven with Mom. If you haven't watched The Raven before, it's a really good movie. Mom really liked it. It's got John Cusack in it, and he plays Edgar Allan Poe. And what it is it's a murderer takes Edgar Allan Poe's poems. A series of poems he did is about murder. And this serial killer murderer is a real person who takes his scenarios he wrote poems about a long time ago and is actually killing people. And then, John Cusack playing Edgar Allan Poe has to help the police find this killer and whatever. And it's pretty good. And Mom really liked it. It's a decent movie, but it's like $3.99 on Amazon to rent and like $10 to buy it. So there's my movie review. I give it let's go out of 10. I give it a solid 8 because it's pretty good. And I like John Cusack too. A lot of people don't like him, but I do.
So Halloween's coming up.
Yes, sir.
Trick-or-treaters. Kids everywhere, trick-or-treating, enjoying their days.
Yeah, I see what you got pulled up. They had this problem like last year.
They've had this problem for the past...
Ever since weed became legal.
No, not even that. No, they've had this problem ever since we were in high school, I think. It's probably been about a decade. So Halloween's coming up.
It was mainly razor blades. This is drugs.
No, this is everything. No, it's drugs too. So... it's time to check your kids' candy when they get it. Recent drug bust in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, uncovered loads of cocaine, crystal meth, heroin, fentanyl, and marijuana, and Nerds Rope candies.
It was in Nerds Rope candies.
So the Nerds Rope, they had hundreds of packets of Nerds Rope, but it was laced with THC, highly potent THC. And this happens every year. I remember one year they had like the hard candies, packages of hard candies, like what is it?
Jolly Rancher?
No, not nerds.
Werthers?
Sweet Tarts.
Oh.
Sweet Tarts. Yeah, they have like the Halloween shape, kind of like Sweet Tart,
like
chalky candy. Yeah. It was like ecstasy. Yeah, it was like Molly and ecstasy.
Huh.
So, the Jonestown Department is warning parents that the edibles can be easily mistaken for real candy. During Halloween, this is a quote from the Jonestown Police Department. During this Halloween, we urge parents to be overvigilant in checking their children's candy before allowing them to consume those treats. So basically, this candy is just a very highly potent way for people to get high. If you know what it is, you can eat it and get extremely high.
And see, the thing is with this, I don't think they were planning on giving it to kids. I think they just found a way to conceal it, because you can buy Nerds Rope all the time. I mean, it's not just a specifically Halloween type thing. It's, you can buy that year round at gas stations. So I think they just try to do it a way to conceal it a little bit better.
But it's packaged just like popular candy. So, I don't know how you tell. It just says it's packaged like candy. It looks like popular candy. It tastes like candy, but instead it's a powerful and potent way to get high. So, and that's by the United States Attorney Mike Stewart. So I don't know how you can actually tell that the candy is late. I don't know if they have unsealed it and then sealed it back, but I don't think they're doing this.
They just run a test on it.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually... No, I'm talking about the parents. How do you know that it actually is...
Oh, they won't know unless they eat it.
Right. But I'm just trying to figure out how you can tell...
How the parents are supposed to tell and
how the parents are supposed to tell. Because, I don't think these people that
they
are
just
making...
do that to cover their ass, probably.
I don't think these people are making this candy to sell, like, to deal. I honestly think there's a nefarious and mischievous concept to this agenda. There's an agenda to this thing. Like, they're doing it to fuck with people, fuck with kids. To be honest,
they're trying to get kids into it. Is what it is.
Why would they pass off as candy? And I mean, if it's laced with fentanyl, that's gonna kill kids.
Yeah,
because that shit is way too strong. It's like what, 6 times more potent, 5 times more potent than meth.
I don't know. It's like the tip of a pin can kill like 10 people.
Something crazy. So yeah, just with Halloween fastly approaching, it'll be here, a couple weeks. Just watch the candy you get for your kids if they go trick-or-treating. I would recommend sticking to your neighborhood. If you don't know the person in that neighborhood, then don't go there. Just don't go to that house. If they're passing out candy, you don't know them, I wouldn't advise it. And hell, if it was me and I had kids, I would just go to the store, buy their asses some candy, and just bring them a whole fucking bucket of it.
I was talking to a guy at work who has kids. I was like, trick-or-treating is kind of bullshit now. I mean, it's like, it's on a Wednesday now. It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be on the street at night anymore because you got fucking everybody's, worried about pedophiles now.
I think the trick-or-treating hours are from like 6 to 8.
I don't know. It's ridiculous because everybody's afraid of all this stuff. I mean, and they should be, but it's just, we have, the internet now, and everybody's like, oh, we used to leave our doors unlocked and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, you could, but now you realize that this world is sick, you're just full of sick fucks, and you have to. I was reading an article the other day, and it was talking about this lady, her kid, I think, got molested by somebody, and now she's like a justice warrior trying to help all these people, and it's like, in her one county, there's like 30,000 people, or something like that. There's 900 pedophiles in her county.
Sex offenders.
Of 30,000. That is ridiculous.
You say 930,000?
900 pedophiles in a group of 30,000 in their entire county. Which is fucking ridiculous. And everybody should be scared. But just watch your kids. And I mean, I've seen videos and stuff where these people be walking down the street with their kid, and like they let go of their kid's hand to, grab a newspaper or something, and then some guy just comes along and just like, steers their kid away from their mom, picks him up and just bolts and all this stuff. People stop on mopeds and grab these kids off the street. It's fucking scary. And they have all this stuff now where, if you see a zip tie on your car latch, don't try and take it off. Just get in your car and fucking go. Because when you're trying to do that, that's when they grab you for like the sex trade and stuff like that. Like, teenagers and stuff. And I've seen people where they tie Walmart sacks to your handles or on your antennas to make you sit there for like 30 seconds so they can grab you while you're trying to untie that. So if you see anything suspicious like that to the ladies or men or everybody, just know that it's not right, and why would somebody do that? So just get back in your car and just go, or lock your doors or whatever, because that stuff's fucked up, and we know it's out there now, and it's more and more common because these people get a lot of money for, women and children for these sadistic pieces of shit out there. So everybody stay safe this Halloween, and every day, just keep your head on a swivel. Always watch and be vigilant. Oh, is that the word? Vigilant?
Yeah.
Vigilant.
Here is the sex offender registry in the town right now
that we live in.
Yeah, there's, as of October 13th, 2019, which is today.
Yeah.
There's 50 registered sex offenders living in the town we're in right now.
Which is a ratio of 269 to 1. So for every 269 people, there's one pedophile. So there's roughly what? Maybe 1,000 people in Walmart in one day. So there's at least 4 pedophiles in that group.
Yeah. That is just...
And our town's not very big.
No. This town... This is a small town. And... yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's I'm looking up the population right now. But that's fucking nuts. Like literally you're walking past one of them in Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And you can kind of point them out too. Because they all have some kind of standard.
There's only 13,000 people in this town as of 2017, and there's probably not that many. There's probably maybe a few more, maybe 100 more or something like that.
I don't know.
200 more.
50? We could line them up and give me, 2 magazines with an AR, and we can get rid of them all.
What happened in 2000? We went down.
9/11.
That was in 2001.
Oh. I don't know.
In 1999, we were at almost 15,000.
Yeah.
And then in 2001, we're at 13,826, and then we just we slowly went down by 600. We're losing people.
People probably moved for
jobs.
jobs.
I think we're all moving. To the town I live in.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Jobs and stuff, probably.
Not even jobs. It's mainly our generation of people don't want to stay in this fucking town because it's bullshit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But we got sex offenders. We got 50 of them. We got 50 of them.
Yeah.
Where do you think they all congregate? Like, if they all go to dinner on a Saturday night, where do you think most of them go?
Denny's. And they just redid our Denny's, so that's where they fucking go.
Sex offenders go to Denny's, everybody.
Yeah. Either that or Steak and Shake.
They go for the pancakes.
Yeah. They go for the pancakes, but stay for the coffee.
Steak and Shake has pancakes, and Mom's been saying for years, she said, I've had their pancakes. They are the best pancakes I've ever had.
I doubt it.
I said, it's Steak and Shake, Mom.
Isn't it like $3.99 all you can eat pancakes?
Yeah, something crazy like that. I said, Mom, it's Steak and Shake.
I would pay $3.99 for one pancake, and that was it, because anything less than $3.99 for an all-you-can-eat pancake, breakfast is ridiculous. $3.99.
First of all, it's Steak and Shake. It's not a pancake place. It's a fucking burger place.
Yeah.
It's a smash burger place that's mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Their milkshakes ain't even that good. They're okay. But I just can't believe oh, Jesus. All right.
I don't know.
Well, at least we found out where they all go.
Well, we're about that time. Do you have a quiz or a would you rather?
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Oh, yeah. I got something for you. So... let me get in here real quick.
Toddlers and tiaras.
Let me see. Okay. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yep.
His sentencing date we're just talking about 6ix9ine a lot lately, but.
Well, he's been in the news.
Yeah, his sentencing
date.
His sentencing date got moved to December.
Mm-hmm.
So Daniel Hernandez, all
ready.
you guys know who Tekashi 6ix9ine is. If you don't, look him up. He's a rapper.
He's a dude with rainbow hair and tattoos all over his face.
Yeah, rainbow hair and tattoos all over his face. Kind of a garbage rapper, but so he was he was arrested on racketeering and firearms charges in November 2018. His previous sentencing date was January 24th, 2020, but they moved it up to December 2019. December 18th, actually. So the date changed because 6ix9ine's lawyers formally requested that the judge move forward fast because he's done all he's required to, which is snitching on everybody.
Yeah.
He entered into a cooperation agreement with the federal government in 2018, and he pled guilty to the federal charges. The lawyers believe due to his cooperation, a judge could give him a shorter sentence than the mandatory minimum of 47 years.
Jesus Christ.
Can you imagine rainbow hair 47 years from now?
He is going to be in trouble in prison, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he testified against his fellow gang members, Anthony Harv Ellison and Alirjamiah Nuke Mack. Both were found guilty on racketeering charges. So in a recent interview, 6ix9ine's lawyer, Lance Lazaro, said he's ready to be sentenced, he's done what he is required to, and he's ready for the next stage. So do you think... Okay, Ryan, I got a little quiz for you. So do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine should get a lighter sentence? Which one do you pick? Do you think he should get a lighter sentence, yes or no?
Do I think he should get 47 years or less than that?
Yeah. Because he still pled guilty to the charges, but the only reason why he should get a lighter sentence is because he snitched on people.
What's racketeering anyway? I forget.
Fuck.
Yeah, so he has gun charges, and racketeering isn't it? Racketeering is when you charge interest on people, ain't it?
No.
Like you give somebody money and then you charge interest. I'm pretty sure that's racketeering. Not racket. Oh. That's the definition of racket, Cody. Scroll down.
It's illegal money. He's earning illegal money. So racketeering refers to crimes committed through extortion or coercion. Coercion. Extortion or coercion. The term is typically associated with organized crime. So he was in a gang.
Okay. And
the scum gang.
Anyway, no, I don't know. 47 years? That's quite a bit. Firearm charges, so he just had a gun on him. But I'm pretty sure it was like a machine gun or something. And he's obviously not a good guy. His music sucks.
He's an active gang member. And he's a snitch.
I don't know. I'm going to say no.
And he's ugly.
I'm going to say no. 47 years just doing that? No.
Okay.
He's just a fucking idiot.
The census is, and this is a vote that was on the actual site I got this from.
Okay.
So the census is, and here's what I voted. I said no. I said they should keep the sentence. So the vote was 52% no, and 48% yes, he should get a lighter sentence. And 52% of them said no.
I think you should get a lighter sentence.
You do?
47 years? That's a long
I put no.
time.
I put no because I don't have sympathy.
I think he's also fucking stupid. He let it go to his head. He was poor. He didn't have any money. Then he just got success overnight like that. And then it just changed him.
Within 3 months, he made millions of dollars.
Yeah, and then he went from being a nobody to somebody with all this money and
mainly
all this popularity.
Mainly it was because he was talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like, he would talk shit to everybody. His social media game was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just talk a lot of shit. And it's about, like, Colby Covington.
Honestly, I think he should be mentally evaluated because I'm pretty sure he's maybe has the mind of a 16-year-old because he is not very smart and he's stupid.
I remember when he first came out, and I was following him on Instagram, and I remember when he first came out, somebody made an artist rendition anime version of him, and it was fat.
Yeah.
Because he had a gut. He did have a gut.
Yeah, he used to be fat.
Yeah, and he came out and he was really depressed about it, and he said, "Oh, I can't believe that you guys made a drawing of me fat, and I've had weight issues forever, and all this other shit." And so he tried to lose weight, and I think he lost like 30 pounds or some shit like that. So he wasn't as fat. But yeah, he had a gut when he first started.
I don't know. So I don't think he should, but that's not up to me. That's up to the judge.
Yeah, so we'll find out in December when he actually gets sentenced. And a lot of people get popular from talking shit nowadays. Like Colby Covington, the UFC fighter.
Yeah.
He's been talking a lot of shit lately, and he's getting a lot of notoriety. Not only is Colby Covington have you ever seen him fight?
No.
Not only is Colby Covington, he's a great fighter.
I don't need to see him fight either.
No, you don't. You ain't gotta watch him fight. But not only is he a good fighter, so he can back it up, but he talks a lot of shit, and he's getting a lot of opportunities from it. But yeah, he's a good. But
and so does
lately. It's the trash talking world that's getting a lot of notoriety, and
but so does Conor McGregor. That's what draws people in, is people bad mouthing each other. People like chaos. It's like back in the great times whenever they had the fights with the lions and shit, and they went crazy for it. All the blood and the guts. People like chaos. So, I don't know. Let's move on to a new one. This is from pghcitypaper.com. So Mom turned me on this one, so shout out to Mom. She told me this yesterday. I was like, where's that from? And I looked at it because it's pretty amazing. So there was a lost dog that was found in Pittsburgh and was reunited with its owner 12 years after it went missing.
Holy shit.
So this dog
How did they find it? How did they find the owners?
I'll tell the story. So in Pittsburgh, the Humane Animal Rescue contacted a lady, Catherine Strang, and they told her that they found her dog Duchess, where she lived in Florida, and which is where this dog went missing from, was in Florida, and they found it in Pittsburgh. The resident drove 18 hours to be reunited with her 14-year-old dog she last saw as a puppy on February 8th, 2007, and they found him on the 11th of October this year. So he's been missing for 12 years. They were joined together on October 11th. After 12 years, the Fox Terrier escaped from the home in Boca Raton, Florida, which is more than 1,000 miles away from where it was found in Pittsburgh.
Now, how did it get there?
It got there. It's been missing for 12 years.
So this dog is... So was it a puppy?
It was a puppy whenever somebody opened the door and it ran away, and it never came back for 12 years. But what they do, people chip their dogs. Well, she just said that I just kept paying for... I guess you have to make like a yearly or monthly payment for the service.
Right.
To keep their stuff online. And she's like, I just kept paying it. And I've paid it ever since for 12 years. And somebody found him, and it registered, and it showed up their name, and she got a call. And they found this dog. It was, a little bit skinny, and its nails were kind of overgrown and curled.
Yeah. But
it's healthy. Said they've been reunited, and it's fine. And they had a picture of it, and this dog is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. It looks like, I tell Mom, I said, it looks like fucking Gollum, because it just has big black eyes.
Yeah.
And it looks really weird. But I'm not going to find the picture.
Well, that's a good story.
Yeah, so they got reunited after 12 years, which is fucking ridiculous. And now this dog's 14 and probably getting ready to die here within the next couple of years. So.
Hey, but he'll die knowing that he's... Did they say that he remembered his owners? Or anything?
I'm guessing so. But he hasn't...
that's adorable.
So... I thought that was pretty cool.
Let's keep the subject on dogs real quick. So
I got another dog there too.
The scary aliens in the new Halo video game. I told you they were coming out with a new Halo video game. Are voiced by a pug.
So what? The alien voices?
Yeah, the alien voices in the new Halo video game are voiced by a pug.
Huh.
So it's the best friend of the developers, 343 Industries. Gyoza is already the new star of Halo Infinite. So, with his grunts, breaths, and general excitement. So they use... Okay, so pugs, they have a short snout. And if you've never owned a pug or seen a pug, they breathe like a fat 12-year-old with asthma.
Yeah.
It just... So, I'm going to guess that there's going to be a lot... So now if you buy the new Halo game and we're playing it,
And you hear just that's the pug. That's Gyoza, whatever the fuck its name is. Yeah, that's pretty. Just a fun fact.
I like Halo. That's basically the only game I ever play.
And
Halo 5.
Right, and the next cute little dog story. So the radioactive puppies and dogs from the Chernobyl explosion are going to be available to adopt.
Have we talked about this or something?
No. We've talked a lot about Chernobyl, though, in the past episodes.
Now they got HBO. I still need to watch it.
Right, so they're going to be available to adopt.
Huh.
So these dogs have been inside the radiation zone. They have lived wild, so they caution people to be weary of them for a while.
Wake up and they're eating your fucking face.
Yeah. So they caution people to be weary for a while. They are technically radioactive, but they say that they don't have effects.
So they have some, but not too much to fuck with you.
Right. So these dogs have lived in the wild, and living in the wild, there's so many, they don't make it past 4.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. Most of them don't make it past 4. So they're going to be available to adopt, and they can be shipped all around the world.
Cool.
So I don't know if they're going to be shipped, but they might be transported to different kennels all around the world, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something cool. And they range from all ages. Obviously, they don't go past 4. So the oldest you can get is 4.
But that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I've said this for a while, but, don't go to a breeder or something like that. Adopt a dog, because there's so many more dogs that need adoption than actually, bred and sold for money. I mean, pay the cheap $50 or however much it is to adopt a dog or whatever it is in your state or county or whatever. So don't shop, adopt.
Yeah, that's right.
I got another puppy story while we're on this subject.
We just talk about fucking dogs all day or what?
So this is from UPI.com. So a city is combating a dog poop problem in Springfield, Missouri. So
Missouri?
Yeah.
What?
So in Springfield, Missouri, a group of city workers are placing flags in grassy areas downtown next to piles of dog poop left behind by the owners who are walking their pets. So they have little tiny flags that just look like, I don't know what to say, maybe like you get in a cheeseburger or something like that. And they place it where dog poop has been, or I don't know if they leave it, or maybe they pick it up and just place it there. But there's yards covered in these little tiny flags. And they say things like, "Is this your turd? Because that's absurd." Or, "Drop it in the trash, not on the grass." And "This is a nudge to pick up the fudge." So every couple of weeks, it's a big problem. So every couple of weeks, the city picks up around 25 pounds of pet waste every year. Or in an average year, that's costing about $7,500 in the public resources that taxpayers spend to clean up dog shit. And they're worried about it, going into sewer drains. And I guess all that leads to their water. And they're worried about their water getting contaminated with dog shit. So they're trying to fight the man or whatever. They're trying to get people to pick up their, dog shit and be a responsible pet owner.
That would be a funny commercial for people, like an ad for people who live in Springfield, Missouri. It's like, welcome to Springfield, a great place to call home. There's shit everywhere.
And they have flags in them.
There's shit. They put flags. God. There's shit everywhere.
This pile of shit has been climbed and is stuck. What do they call it? Whenever you stick a flag.
I claim this for America.
Yeah, this pile of shit has been claimed for America.
Yeah. So here's something kind of ridiculous. Okay, so you can buy silver earpieces that look like AirPods. So the Fox headphone earpieces are being sold on fashion site ASOS for €6, which is about $7.35 US, compared with the $195 Apple charges for the real AirPods. So basically, these are headphones that don't work.
I see that. It looks like they've just been cut from a cord.
Basically, these are silver earpieces that are supposed to be fashionable to not hear shit.
Huh. So if you want earplugs that look like AirPods for some fucking weird reason, you can buy these for $7.
It sounds fucking stupid.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Like, we're going to fight the man. And we're going to just, fuck Apple. They kill all their people. Their people jump out of buildings and shit. We're just going to put, instead of buying them, we're just going to put used, crappy earphones, just cut them from the cord. Stick them in our ear.
They're not even earphones. They're not even earphones. It's just a stainless steel.
It's a new millennial way of silent protest.
No.
Yeah, it's because they're in silence.
No,
silent protest.
They can't hear shit. They're not
in
silence.
Silent protest.
Oh God, shut up. So yeah, you can buy fake headphones that look like AirPods now. Or fake earplugs that look like headphones.
You can take a shitty pair of headphones at your house and for free, instead of paying $8 for their shitty headphones that are painted like a fucking robot's dick.
Just use your grandma's freaking old hearing aids. Just use that. Just use your grandma's old hearing aids. Just clean that wax off and just stick those in your ear if you really need earplugs.
And I mean, I have AirPods and they are fucking nice. I mean, I bought a pair of the off-brand ones or whatever, and I think I bought them for like $14 maybe or something.
So they're
like
not
that.
AirPods then?
No, I have AirPods now, but the first pair I had I just
bought the AirPods.
Let me tell my fucking story.
Okay.
Anyway, so first I paid $14 and got these off Amazon, and they look like AirPods, but they're not. It was a bigger case. The AirPods the earbuds were bigger and stuff, and they lasted like 6 months or so, which is not bad for $15 because I listened to them maybe 10 hours a day or something like that for my job.
How much are the regular ones, the actual AirPods?
I bought AirPod 1s, and I got them off Wish. Some individual seller was selling them on Wish for $110 refurbished, and I've had them for maybe 6 months now, and I've not had one problem with them. Now they got the AirPod 2s, and those are like $200, I believe.
For a set of freaking headphones with no cord?
Yeah, but the thing is, I love them because they last 4 hours in each ear, or maybe 2 hours. 2.5 hours in each ear, but the whole entire pack lasts 24 hours. So 24 hours of straight listening, which I like that because I can, stick them in there and they can charge 2 or 3 times before I have to charge the case.
That's why I just got a set of studio headphones, and their Bluetooth and their wireless charge lasts 12 hours.
Yeah.
So I just can't. I used to have a set of regular just the earpods, and I used to have those, and just 4 hours, and I have to switch. I don't like that, so I just got a set of studios, and I charge them once a day. I usually work 12 hours. So actually, I guess they last a little longer than that. So I work 12 hours, and then I would go to the gym for 2 hours. So I guess they last about 14.
Yeah. I don't know, but I like the AirPods. You might as well just pony up and buy them because they are nice, but a lot of people don't like them. A lot of people, say, "Oh, I love working out in them." And some are like, "No, I can't wear them working out.
I can't do the plug.
I need something." The plug.
I can't do the actual plug, the ear plug. It hurts my ear.
Oh, you need something that's
goes
cushioned.
Over I like something that straps to my ear, goes over it.
And that's what a lot of people like too. So I don't know. I like them, and they're good, and they're easy, and they're out of the way. But some people just can't handle them, or they want a cheaper version. But
if you love for nice, beautiful Asian people to jump out of windows because they hate doing their job making your cell phones, just buy Apple. If that's what you love. If you love people to kill themselves for making your phones.
Well, they put a net up so they don't die anymore.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So, I have one more news story here. So, I've never heard of this before. This is from WWLP.com. So, this is a folding knife recall. Never heard of a folding knife recall. So, it looks like more than 1 million folding knives that were sold by Harbor Freight Tools are being recalled because the locking mechanisms don't engage when the blade is extended. So I guess they're opening up in people's pockets.
Oh, fuck!
And it says it's posing a laceration hazard. So
get down there and cut your carotid.
And it's like everybody has and it says they're only $5 from Harbor Freight, but everybody has like a $5 little pocket knife. Right. That they keep in their pocket or their purse, or
I have one in my pocket right now.
What have you? just to use in case you need to open something.
Hey, it's that new unpredictable open.
Yeah,
unpredictable open knife.
So I guess 6 people have been reported as being cut, resulting to the issue, and then the U.S. Customer Product Safety Commission, they got involved, and the recall involves just Gordon brand stainless steel knives. So I guess there's a specific brand that it's
way to go, Gordon.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. But they're sold nationwide, and they're only $5. And I guess this thing has gone on, if you bought one of these through July 2008, which who the fuck remembers that? And
when's the last time you bought a Gordon folding knife?
Yeah.
I don't know, spring of 2007.
But if you've had this knife since 2008 and it's just now breaking, throw that motherfucker away and get a new one.
Yeah, they're $5.
Like, it outlived its duty.
Personally, I don't carry a $5 pocket knife. Mine are usually $20, just so I can make one that lasts. I can have one that lasts years.
Yeah.
Because, I don't use it very often, but it's always good to have it when you need it.
Yeah. But they're just advising people, so if you ordered if you have a Gordon brand stainless steel knife that was like a $5 knife and you bought it from Harbor Freight or really anywhere, it says to bring them back to the Harbor Freight store for a refund. So I guess it's just, Harbor Freight.
Gordon Knives will not be sponsoring this podcast.
But you can, shit. Yeah, you can get a refund for a $5 gift card. For Harbor Freight, you can buy another shitty knife.
Yeah. So that could be the name of the package should be the unpredictable folding knife. Yeah. Surprise, bitch!
What did it say? The lacerator.
Surprise, bitch.
Yeah, surprise, bitch. When in doubt, whip it out.
When in doubt, cut your leg
off.
So
we got time for one more.
One more. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, so a hospital was sent into panic when doctors mistake this woman's zombie makeup for a actual real life facial injury. So the woman created a huge scare at a hospital when doctors mistakenly thought she had been admitted for facial wounds when she was actually just wearing zombie makeup. And when I first seen this, it freaked me the fuck out. I thought she had like a facial eating disease.
Looks legit.
Legit?
Legit.
Oh, legit. So Jay, I think it's Jay Fears, was sent to the hospital after apparently suffering a panic attack 3 hours into getting her makeup done for a marketing campaign. Oh, so this is just a freak coincidence. Mm-hmm. So for a marketing campaign, she's being a zombie and she had a panic attack and she got sent to the hospital and they think that she's getting her face eaten off. Mm-hmm. She was taken to Beaumont Royal Oak Hospital in Michigan, still wearing the gory zombie-inspired face art. Speaking to Fox 2, she said, "It literally just shot up to my brain, and it just caused like a really bad reaction."
Oh, I guess the chemicals from the makeup.
Oh, probably. We were getting ready to do a photo shoot to do some marketing for Glam Gore for people who want to get their makeup done for the Halloween season. But when she got there, doctors assumed that she had suffered awful injuries to her face and understandably wanted her to get immediate attention. They're probably trying to drag her ass to surgery to patch up her half-eaten fucking face.
Looks like one of them monkeys got a hold of her like that one lady and bit like her fucking nose off.
It looks like the zombie dude from Miami, Florida all over again.
Yeah.
God, eating that homeless man. So although doctors had wrongly thought she was seriously injured, Fears didn't tell them, saying she should have known that it was just saying that they should have known that it was just makeup. Yeah, but at first glance, if you're in the ER and you're experiencing, just whatever happened, whatever comes in the ER, and you see this, you're like, holy fuck, let's drop everything. This is something you don't leave your lunch break for, to be honest with you. So if you see something like that, you're going to freak out a little bit until you actually get further examination on it.
Yeah, but it says that, go back. It says, well, for one, it's a level 1 trauma center, okay? So they're like, oh shit, she, is a level 1 a major thing or is it not a major thing?
I think it's low level.
Oh, okay.
Because it's level 1.
But she's like, oh, I didn't bother to tell them because I thought they knew it was fake. So they're just like going back and forth. She's just like, yeah, I'm just kind of dizzy and all this stuff. And like, well, you did something, a dog, a monkey, you're like, your fucking face is gone.
Your fucking face is gone.
You have no lips. Your teeth are showing. I can see your gums.
So I guess it got all worked out, and I assume she might have been passed out because she had a panic attack. I'm not sure, but
I don't know. Well, sometimes that makeup and stuff, maybe the fumes or maybe the chemicals just goes to your head. Because that's a lot of time. Because you sit there for like 6 hours in makeup and it's hot and you're just, you could have a panic attack or whatever being these people doing your shit. So, I don't know. But I would never do that. Because I know people have talked about it in movies and stuff. They'll like get in makeup. And it takes 6 hours to put like fake hair on, fake cheeks, all this stuff, and you're sweaty and it's hot and it's uncomfortable. So
I guess this turned into a whole ordeal. A spokesperson for the hospital said the emergency room is not a place for fun and games. They see many patients with severe medical issues where lives are at stake. Doctors need to be able to focus on those patients with true emergencies. She was sent home Miss Fears was sent home the same day. She later posted a status to Facebook saying that let me please say anxiety is no joke or a laughing matter. It was a serious situation that happened.
Well, now they think she just time. Well, now she think
I think they thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
and she had a panic attack and from anxiety, and you can have heart attacks when you have anxiety that bad.
Yeah,
you can have a literal heart attack, and because Tracy, when we were together. She had really bad anxiety at times, and she could throw herself into panic. And I had never dealt with anything like that, so I told her one time she had a really bad panic attack, and I told her, let's just go on a walk. I said, you just want to go on a walk? And she's like, where are we going? I said, I had a walking trail by my apartment complex. I said, let's just go for a walk because we had the whole day. And I said, let's just go wherever. And so we went for a walk. And we were gone for about 4 hours, and we walked 6.5 miles. And I said, and we just talked and laughed and had a good time, and she forgot all about it.
I don't know.
So it was just something to take her mind off the whole situation.
But I also think they shouldn't chastise this girl because she actually had a panic attack, and they think that she's messing with her. But she's, needed the care. She's a paying customer, just like the dude who cut his fucking leg off, in the waiting room. So. It may not be an emergency like that guy, but she's also, first come, first serve bitch, so take care of her and quit complaining about it.
Yeah, I honestly think this was... I honestly think the hospital just just kind of overstepped a little bit, and I think they just need to bring it back and honestly just drop the whole situation because I don't think it was supposed to be intended as a joke.
Yeah.
She was just at a photo shoot and she had a panic attack and unintentionally had a panic attack.
Yeah.
And was needed attention by a medical professional.
So it's just a misunderstanding all the way around, but don't
next time, like if somebody has a panic attack and you're doing like some kind of zombie facial makeup where it looks like their face is falling off, maybe like
send a note.
Yeah, like put a sticky note on their forehead.
Yeah.
Say Halloween makeup on it.
So it was just mistakes and accidents, but you don't have to attack somebody for it. But, well, that is the episode for today, people. Let's get the F out of H. F out of here.
F out of H. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the episode today. We appreciate you, every download we get. We appreciate you guys. Love the fuck out of you. You can find us on everything at the thecummcast. This podcast is available everywhere. You just please tell somebody about it. We're really counting on you guys to get the word out there, and we hope you count on us to provide you guys with good content every week. We're trying to get better every week, so we appreciate you guys sticking with us, and we appreciate all the new listeners. So if this is your first episode, by all means, go back and listen to the old ones. Check them out. Just avoid the first one because it's Ryan for talking for 15 minutes, and it's boring as fuck.
True.
I don't come until the second one. So... thank you again. We hope you all have a great week. Have a good Columbus Day because he murdered all the Native Americans.
It still says like Columbus Day / Native American Day or whatever.
Yeah. Because...
and go and rate and review us on iTunes, people.
Right, because they were here first. So rate and review us on iTunes. Subscribe. Tell a friend.
Send us an email.
Send us an email at thecummcast@gmail.com.
Everything will be in the description below.
Yep. You can find me at Cody Combs Official on Instagram. And you can find Ryan at Cum007 Ryan on Insta. Everybody have a great week. Love the fuck out of you. You got anything, Ryan?
Nope.
All right. We're getting the fuck out of here. So remember, guys, when life gets you down, when life gets hard, milk that fucking pig, baby.
Peace.
We out.